Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the video. Today I will be discussing who I believe are the top 5 survivors for beginning players. These may not be the overall best survivors in the game, but I believe the 5 I have picked have good perks that will benefit newer players, and help them learn the fundamentals of the game. Also, before I start, this list is in no particular order. My goal is just to help people who are new to the game, so if any survivor on this list interests you, give it a try. Also, if you enjoy this content, please leave a like and possibly subscribe. It helps out so much and it gives me motivation to make more content for you. Without further ado, let's get into it. The first survivor I'm going to mention is Fang. Are you tired of working on a generator, missing a skill check, and alerting the killer to your exact location? If so, Fang is the survivor for you. Her perk Technician prevents the generator from exploding when you miss a skill check, and also reduces the noises of working on the generator for 8 meters. You do gain some additional regression when missing a skill check, but not alerting the killer to your location is huge when starting out. She also has one of my favorite exhaustion perks in the entire game called Life. With this perk, when you jump over any obstacle, a pallet, a window, or anything like that, you gain a sprint burst for 3 seconds. Having this perk has come in clutch so many times for me during chases, and in my opinion this is the easiest exhaustion perk for beginners. Her third unique perk is Alert. This perk reveals the killer when they do any break action. Meaning if the killer breaks a pallet, a breakable wall, or damages a generator, you get a notification and it tells you exactly where they are. The next survivor we're going to be talking about is Meg Thomas. With some of the best perks in the game, it's hard to go wrong with her. All the perks that she has are easy to use and very beginner friendly. The first one of her perks that I'm going to go over is Quick and Quiet. This perk, as the name suggests, helps the survivor stay quiet during various situations. Things like vaulting over windows or pallets and also hiding in lockers are now completely silent with this perk activated. If you didn't know, the killer gets a notification when you vault over an obstacle. This perk disables those notifications and it can really throw a killer off. The next perk of Meg's I'm going to cover is Sprint Burst. According to many top tier players, this is the best exhaustion perk in the entire game. By just simply hitting the sprint button, you get a sprint burst for 3 seconds. After you use this, you are exhausted. The amount of time you're exhausted depends on the level of the perk. At level 1, you're exhausted for 60 seconds. At level 2, you're exhausted for 50. And at level 3, it's only 40 seconds. Just take note that this timer does not go down when you're sprinting. And last but certainly not least is Adrenaline. Once the exit gates are powered, this perk automatically heals you a single health state. So this means if you're on the ground bleeding out, you are now just injured. Likewise, if you're injured, you are now healthy. If you are on the hook when the exit gates are powered, you will have to wait until you're unhooked, and once you're unhooked, you will be healthy. This perk is one of the most clutch perks in the entire game, and it's hard not to recommend it. The next survivor on my list is Dwight Fairfield. Dwight's perks are more team-oriented than any other survivor, and his perks reward the whole team for working together. With Dead by Daylight being a team-oriented survival game, this is awesome. The first of Dwight's perks I'm going to cover is Bond. With this perk activated, you can see the aura of all your teammates in a close proximity. With this perk at max level, you can see your teammates up to 36 meters away. This perk is good for keeping tabs on where your teammates are and figuring out what everyone's doing. The next perk of his I'm going to cover is Prove Thyself. With this perk active, every teammate within 4 meters of you doing a generator, you get 15% repair speed. This perk maxes out at 45% repair speed, but if you stick together and do generators as a team, you can get through them very quick. Also with this perk active, you gain more blood points for working as a team. The final perk of Dwight's I'm going to cover is called Leader. This perk increases your teammate's speed on just about everything for just being close to you. Things like healing, sabotaging hooks, unhooking other survivors, cleansing, exit gate openings, and opening chests are all quicker if you're within 8 meters of this survivor doing this action. If this perk is maxed out, you can speed up all these actions by 25%. Believe me when I say this, your teammates will very much appreciate it. The number 4 pick for my list is Detective Tap. In my opinion, Tap isn't mentioned enough. To me, it just seems like he's slept on by a lot of the community. His perks are good in my opinion, and he is just really fun to play with. The first perk of his I'm going to mention is Tenacity. With this perk, when you are downed, you crawl up to 50% faster. This perk also allows you to recover as you're crawling. If a killer happens to slug, this perk may give you the distance to not be found. It could also help you find a teammate for a quick heal. The second perk of his I'm going to mention is Detective's Hunch. Once a generator is popped, this perk shows you the aura of nearby totems and chests. The distance you can see depends on the level of your perk. At level 1 you can see 32 meters, level 2 48 meters, and at level 3 you can see a whole 64 meters away. His final perk is Stakeout. This perk rewards you for being in the killer's terror radius undetected. For every 15 seconds in the killer's terror radius while not being in a chase, you earn a token. Each token you earn turns a good skill check into a great skill check when repairing generators. You do receive 1% regression when a token is used, but honestly, it's not even noticeable. If you like Detective Tap, he can be purchased with the Saul chapter of the game, and that chapter also includes the pig. The final survivor I'm going to mention is Nancy Wheeler. Nancy Wheeler from the Stranger Things chapter is a great all-around beginning survivor whether you play with friends or solo queue. The first perk of hers that I'm going to mention is Better Together. With this perk, when you work on a generator, it reveals said generator to your teammates within 32 meters. Something else this perk does, if the killer downs a survivor while you're working on a generator, every other survivor is revealed to you for up to 10 seconds. So if you want to get your money's worth for this perk, stay on those damn generators. The next perk of hers I'm going to mention is Fixated. This perk reveals the scratch marks left by your character. For those of you who don't know, your player leaves scratch marks when you sprint. These scratch marks can only be seen by the killer. These scratch marks oftentimes leads the killer right to you. This perk is good because it gives you a good idea of what the killer is seeing. This perk also allows you to walk up to 20% faster when at max level. And the final perk, and my very favorite perk from Nancy Wheeler, is Inner Strength. This perk is activated when cleansing any totem. When activated, you hide in a locker for 8 to 10 seconds depending on your perk's level, and it heals you a single health state. Free heals are always awesome, just keep an eye out for those totems. Okay guys, that's it for me today. Thank you to everyone who took time out of your day to watch this. If you like this style of video, let me know. This is different from what I normally do, but I really enjoy it. I have many ideas for videos in the future, so you'll be seeing a lot of me. Also, if there's anything specific you would like to see, leave it in the comments below. If I use your suggestion, I'll be sure to shout you out in the video. Speaking of, this video topic was suggested by MGM Gaming. Make sure you go check her channel out and let her know I sent you her way. And again, thank you everyone for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Peace.